Hey, good morning. I haven't recorded in a little while. A lot's been going on, things have been busy, and this video is about what to turn to when you're going through difficult times. So, pretty much coping strategies and then changing and also leaning into the law of attraction as far as maybe redirecting where things are going in your life. So, coping, if you're going through a challenging time, do you have certain things to lean into that are your coping strategies? Is it putting on something cozy and watching a movie or making tea? Because something just happened, you just found out you got fired from work, or you just found out something, unfortunate happened to a good friend or whatever. What are the strategies that you have? It's important to have, I think, like a bag full of these that you can turn to when you need them. So, like some of mine, for example, are taking walks in the woods. Again, that cozy, like, let me just put on some cozy clothes, watch a movie that, would be heartwarming, make something, some tea, and just treat myself extra good during something like that. What else? Runs, exercise, walks, dancing, and listening, like cueing in, so I wouldn't go dancing if I felt really bad. It wouldn't match with how I was feeling. I would need to, again, that'd be that day to have that tea and just that day off for rest and recuperation. But then taking note, like, okay, I've had that. Now it's time to go have fun, right? And do the dancing or what have you. Your animals or pets, caring for them, caring for plants, caring for other things, as far as how that can be so nurturing to the soul. The yoga, of course, the meditation. I just started, this is my fourth day, I think, doing it, but Qigong. And I really like that for just loosening the muscles, all that good stuff. So those are some of the strategies. And then as far as changing whatever's happening, so maybe something happened that was pretty life altering, right? Like just kind of like a big moment in your life, or a big dramatic situation, or traumatic, what have you. How can you take those events, first feel them? I feel like you do have to have some grief for whatever might have happened, but then also kind of cueing into, why is that happening? So what changes do I need to perhaps create in my world as a result of this occurring? So what are the things I can kind of enhance my world as a result of learning from this situation, or what have you? So it's kind of that mantra, if you will, like, life is happening for me, not to me. So how can I make this for me, right? Whatever has happened, this job change, for example. This isn't what I just experienced, but if you just experienced a job loss, how can I make that for me? Well, I'm not meant to go in that path. I'm meant to go in a different path. What is that path? Let me really tune into what that is. Or maybe you just had a huge breakup with someone you've been with for years, and you're grieving that person and having to figure out, all right, so where do I go from here? Like, what was the point? What was the purpose of that relationship? Where is it bringing me to? So what is coming up next? What things do I need to maybe do to heal that relationship brought me personal awareness to? So, so it's using those downtimes as opportunities for growth and self-awareness to make any changes you need in your life to make it better, right? Or maybe, make it better. I'd say, like, allow yourself to have more peace and joy, and find out and to enhance the people in your circle, your life, how to bring more to them as well. So recently I experienced some things, and I had to easily turn back to the things that brought me joy in order to feel better. And I'd say I normally wouldn't have felt comfortable doing a video without any makeup on. I had woken up, and I just thought, you know what? I think I need to start doing things like that, where you're able to see me in my best self and just my normal regular self, and to become more comfortable with all those sides and sharing those. So it's maybe I'm not as comfortable being vulnerable, and I'm realizing that is an important part. So yeah. So those are some of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Law of attraction. So right now, right now I'm working on thinking of the areas like as after something bad happens, I do think you can kind of get stuck a little bit. So kind of getting unstuck. So kind of realizing the areas where maybe you're telling yourself something that's not true. Or maybe you feel a little less trusting of people. So you then start to say, okay, well, I'm going to start to just say things like, I'm going to bring in more trustworthy people. I'm going to bring in peaceful people that have high vibrations that connect well with me, whatever that is. So it's just kind of continuing to think of those things. What does it look like? What's the end game look like? What does it feel like? And kind of experiencing those feelings as opposed to something that maybe happened that you weren't as satisfied with, letting those go, dealing with them, letting those go, and then embracing as a result of that experience, what do I want to feel? How do I want this world, this life to feel? And what does that look like? And thinking those thoughts, and then that's going to come in. That, and I'd say once you find those coping strategies, and I know I'm kind of connecting law of attraction, coping strategies, but I do think they're interconnected. So the coping strategies for when things happen allow you to stay in better alignment with yourself. So I found back in the day, something tragic could happen, and I could be like, really down about it. And then I don't know, something changed when I figured out these coping strategies. And then you also figure out the truths of yourself, right? And that's very important as well. So the truths of yourself, really having that self-love, and then, and not love because, it's like a deep, everybody is worthy of that. So, but finding those things that you turn to, that you enjoy, that makes life worth everything, right? And there's so many of those things. It could be as simple as coffee in the morning, being able to sit outside or be able to enjoy nature from a window on a cold day and have a fire, whatever it is. Like those little things, they add up to a lot, and they add up to a meaningful life. And those experiences you share with people and animals. And then, of course, like your personal joys. Again, it could be the dancing, the exercise, golf, walks, runs, journaling, writing, whatever you feel passion towards, interior design, creative projects, painting, things that make you feel connected to yourself and make you feel and see the real you that is, right? So that way you can kind of tap back into that, and have that kind of beautiful personal soul recognition in order to move forward and past whatever might have been a challenging event, and then take those again, this is happening for me, this is not happening to me. What am I learning from this experiences? What is this teaching me for the next thing? How am I growing? How am I evolving? I'm not just staying the same. I'm changing, right? I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. And so that is my stick on law of attraction, and just a little tapping into law of attraction. I didn't go a ton there, but dealing with the coping strategies, which is going to in turn allow you to then hone in onto those thoughts of what you want next. So it's kind of developing that vibration by connecting to the things that you love, eating healthy, drinking lots of water, right? You want to stay with high vibrational things, food-wise, good quality foods, and then going from there, so vibing high, and then from there, taking those thoughts of what do I want to create, right? And then thinking the thoughts, this is working out for me. This is happening. Everything is great, right? The universe supports me, and maybe it's driving through and just feeling super grateful for all these different experiences that are shaping you, and to be a part of this amazing world with its challenges, no doubt, and its beautiful many components as well. So thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. And if you're going through a challenging time, I hope that you find some strategies for yourself that are fulfilling and allow you to tap back into your beautiful self, and then allow you to dream up the world that you can create and have for yourself, because you deserve it. And thank you so much. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye.